What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two different things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll go ahead and shill them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And the second one is a new podcast I just launched on my YouTube music channel called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my co-host, my AI co-host, and we cover a wide range of topics. So check those out. Links are in the description. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, you know me. The meme around me is that, I don't do price predictions, right? So what could this video possibly be about? Why would I say that I'm finally going to do a price prediction? Well, I'm not lying to you, okay? And I want to be very clear. This is not financial advice, first and foremost. I'm not saying that we're going to hit this, right? Nor am I making any actions or telling you to do anything, right? That you're responsible for how you spend your money and invest or whatever. All I want to talk about is SPS price and SPS market cap. And I've talked about this multiple times, but what I'm getting at here is the fact that we are currently, for example, SPS is at 0.0084, right? And our market cap is currently around 13 million, right? Just under $13 million. So what I'm looking at and what I'm considering to myself is the fact that we did hit $200 million roughly, right? Last time, even though it was kind of a bubble. And my thought, right? And I've said this before, and I guess I'm going to go on record saying it again now, but I do genuinely think we have a very strong chance of hitting that same market cap, right? Of at least rising to that level once the bull run gets going. Again, the timing of this, how long we'll be there, will we go, super far past it? I have no idea. That's not what I'm saying. And again, this is the most of a prediction that I'll do when it comes to like the SPS price. And really it's a prediction of the SPS market cap. I think we're highly, highly undervalued right now, all things considered. And I think that's actually the case for a lot of games out there. I think a lot of games are starting to pick up relatively recently. It was a rough summer, but once things start to take off, I think, the top games like Parallel, Axie Infinity, all these tokens, which are still down, right? Some of them like Gala, Axie Infinity, all of them are still down from a market cap perspective from their previous all-time highs. I think that they will deliver, and I think that they will get, at least from a market cap perspective, to similar valuations. Now, all of these tokens, SPS included, are crazily diluted, right? They've been diluted over the past couple of years during this bear market. So when I'm talking about a price prediction on like the token itself, I think the tokens are not, at least I don't believe a lot of them are going to hit the same all-time highs, right? So if you bought SPS as $1, I don't think we're going back to $1. I mean, I hope we do, but I can't sit here and say like, yes, that's my prediction, right? That's a long way to go. And considering where our market cap is now, considering where our circulating supply is right now, that would be very, very difficult. But I do feel relatively confident that we can get to that same market cap or around the same range of market cap. So if we do that, if we do get there, what is the price of SPS? So let's go ahead and actually calculate out the numbers. So you can see here, there's 1.5 billion SPS in circulation, right? I'm going to go with just to make this easy, 1.529. And let me go over to the handy dandy calculator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide 200 divided by 1.529, right? So that's 200 million over 1.529 billion. And that gets us to about 13 cents. So there it is, right? Like, I think that we can get to 13 cents. Now, is that going to be a blow off top? I have no idea. Are we going to sustain that and the flywheel going to take? I have no idea. Do we just, touch it and drop back down? Again, I'm not going to make any other statements outside of the fact that I believe, right? I believe that Splinterlands can and will be a $200 million market cap project once the raging bull market gets going. I think that is possible. So that would put us at about 13 cents, right? So a very far cry from the $1 that we were at back in 2021, because again, those are same or similar market caps, but our token's just been diluted so much. So 13 cents to me is kind of like, oh, whoa, that's like new all-time high. Like if we get to 13 cents, things are probably going to be crazy. Well, I think things are going to get crazy before we get to 13 cents, but hopefully you understand my point with this. But here is an interesting little wrinkle. Well, we weren't really tracking this much this early on, but there's actually a considerable amount of SPS locked up in the DAO. And if you want to get a little fun with it, we can actually remove that, right? So this is how much the DAO has, 108 million, right? So the DAO is just sitting on this. And keep in mind, if the DAO is sitting on it, it's not in the marketplace, right? And I'm not counting, like this is literally, I think, what the DAO either has liquid itself or is staked, right? In fact, maybe we can even check how much is staked. All right, looks like the DAO doesn't have much, if any, staked. Well, if they do, it's probably further down. But either way, my point being, 108 million, we can actually remove that from the circulating supply and reconsider, right? So what is it? 1.5. Let's do it this way. So 1.529 minus 108. All right, so that puts us at 1421. So if we do 200 divided by 1421, 14 cents. Okay, so it's not much of a difference, but this is what I'm trying to say. As soon as we get around that 13, 14 cents range, just know that we are charting new territory, right? So for a lot of the folks that are thinking like, oh, we're going to hit, 25 cents, 50 cents, like we're going to get close back to $1. That is not where my head is at. I mean, I'm saying maybe somewhat confidently that I believe we can hit the same market cap valuation. And here's the thing. I am bullish on Splinterlands, obviously, right? I am quite bullish on Splinterlands. And I will say this, if we can, once again, get to a $200 million market cap and rise the ranks and be, not necessarily with all the top games, but even just some of the medium games, because consider the fact that like we're like not even in the top 1,000 tokens right now. So if we can get to that level and people are talking about it and the earnings are good, well, I think there's going to be a lot more interest the higher up you climb the ranks, especially considering that Splinterlands has been around since for 6 years, and especially since the last bull run. There's a lot of name recognition, right? A lot of people will look into this and say like, oh well, they survived, right? Let me go check it out. There's a lot of players that probably will come back that were playing back then and say like, hey, what's going on now? They'll see a completely different game. So those could all be bullish catalysts that either get us to the 13, 14 cent range or maybe even get us beyond the 13, 14 cent range. But once again, I'm not, the only prediction that I'm making here doesn't even necessarily have to do with the price of SPS. It's just the market cap, which brings me to the final point. And I'll close on this. That makes the most important thing how much SPS is out in circulation. We've reduced a ton of inflation, which is obviously fantastic. But once the flywheel gets going, consider the fact that we've burned, where's the number? We've burned 62 million SPS, right? With a majority of that coming starting when the flywheel started getting activated less than a year ago with the launch of Land and Rebellion. So, I mean, 60 million is not much in the context of like 1.5 billion. But with SPS being lower right now, and all of a sudden, people start buying and burning SPS for DEC, once we are able to get to peg and sustain it, or get close to peg and sustain it, we could significantly reduce the amount of SPS in circulation over the next, 3, 6, 9, 12 months, like whatever time frame. And at that point, right, that's where it gets interesting. At that point, it's like, okay, well, all of a sudden we're looking at a different denominator then, right? Maybe we do get under 1.5 billion. I made a video a while ago saying like, I would really love to be at 1 billion. I don't know how we're ever going to make it so that we can burn 500 million SPS. At least not in the next 12 months or next bull run. That might be further down the line, assuming everything goes well with the game. But again, that's why SPS burning is so crucial, and that's why it's so critical right now, especially while the price is low. We should have been burning a lot, but we just got got that DEC overhang we got to eat through. So let's see how everything plays out over the next couple of months here to end 2024, and then I think there will be some fun fireworks in 2025. Again, assuming we get this massive bull run and everything goes up. Right? I'm not saying Splinterlands itself is going to buck the trend. I hope that it would, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. But if you start to see the market caps of other games go up, I genuinely think that we can hit that same or similar market cap that we had in 2021. And if we do, well, I mean, sky's the limit. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea, right? My hope is that we can just get to a couple cents, because that will start to push us, and we'll get us closer to that previous all-time high from a market cap perspective. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And for fun, where do you think SPS is going this time around? Where do you think that we top off at? What is our new, I shouldn't say new all-time high. What is our cycle high? Where do you think that we go to? Do you think that we hit a new all-time high above $1? Or do you think that we, top out somewhere else? Again, assuming that there is a massive, raging bull market at some point over the next 12 to 15 months. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.